It is the Flow Friday Night Sports Show, and it's time to talk Mallee netball. Now, off the bench today. Now, this lady wouldn't be used to coming off the bench either, by the way, but for a good cause, our very own Nicole McMahon has got other duties at the moment, and coming off the bench for her, we've gone from Lamurray to BDT. Emily Richo is on the line. Hello, Emily. How are you?
Hello. Well, thank you. How are you?
I am well. First of all, good to have you on the show. Secondly, good to have you back on the court, mate.
Yes. No. Good to be back out there.
How's the body feeling, by the way? Can I ask you that to start with?
Very old. Age. Yeah.
Well, still playing good netball from all reports. And look, there is a good reason why you're with us, looking after things for Nicole. And thanks for coming off the bench and doing this. But Nicole is just looking after the Hawk's Nest down there at Lamurray at the moment, right?
She is. Her and Dwayne have welcomed a new little hawk in a baby boy by the name of Ned. So that's all very exciting, and congratulations to both of them.
And Ned was in no hurry to join us out here in the real world, but he eventually made it.
Yes, he did. He's here.
Yes, he just wanted. We talked about this off air last week, myself and Nicole, and he was clearly enjoying the warmth. It was a bit chilly down your way over the last week or so. So he's a smart one already.
He is. Very good.
Well, let's talk about the netball on the court. Your BDT crew, you took on Corunda, and they're a good unit at the moment. They were a bit too good for you guys.
They were. BDT went down by 15 goals. They are looking pretty slick and fast. They just work really well together. The goalies in Renee and Abby Pake don't miss, and they're young mid-quarters like Jessica Kerr and Skylar Bowden. They're really cementing their A-grade spot. So, they made us look a bit silly. BDT, Taylor Francis played well, got her hands to a lot, and Dallas Murray was also the other best player. I can't see Corunda dropping the ball anytime soon. They're looking really sharp.
Well, they sort of started down this path last year, didn't they? They looked like they were on the improve, and now they've just gone to a new level. So good on them. They're making every post a winner at the moment. 8 wins, no losses, but it matters not what happens now. It matters what happens at the end of the year, and I'm sure they're pretty focused on that too.
Yes, no, they, Shaylin's got them working very well. Very impressive.
Good on them. Let's move now to other round 8 matches. We'll talk Pinaroo first of all. They did what they had to do against Murrayville. So they're probably the natural challenger at the moment, you would think, to Corunda. But 69-38, that's a pretty good scoreline for Pinaroo. They'd be pleased with that.
Yeah, Zara was really happy with that. She said their defenders caused lots of turnovers and picked up lots of loose balls. So Emma Dabnett played well down back there. Tash Venning at wing defence, she just goes for everything and gets her hands to a lot. She was their best, as well as Abby Keogh in wing attack. Zara said they're just sort of starting to gel together and play a strong team game. So Zara was happy. Kirsty Heinze from Murrayville said that they had a little injury with Stacey Moore's-Bruins coming off, which would have left a massive hole in their attack line. But Zara mentioned that Kirsty played a great game in a goal attack. She moves really well and she shot quite well. So, unfortunately for Murrayville, Pinaroo just got them pretty well.
Yeah. All right, too good. And I'll tell you what, this last one caught me completely off guard. I know we call this one the Flow Friday Night Sports Show Cup between myself and Nicole, as you may or may not be aware, but it was a one-sided cup, this one. Lamurray 51, toweling up Peak 15, but I think there might have been a few extenuating circumstances around this one without making excuses for my girls.
No, I did the same. I looked at it and thought, what happened there? Cassie Sparks was back in the A-grade side for Lamurray, which they will be really happy about, and it's really good to see that she's back playing netball. In speaking to Bianca, she said they were without 5 of the girls, so they don't have Georgia Ballard still out, as well as Robin Lehman, I think Kiara Rundle, and who's the other one? Sky Cottage. So they are quite strong players for Peak. So, yeah, they would make a big difference. I think Lamurray just too strong with their team on the court.
Yep. It's a completely different unit than the one the grand final last year, but they still know what they're doing on the netball court, this Lamurray side. So
I reckon they're a sneaky chance that they'll come up at the right time. I think that Murrayville will have them working well at the end of the season.
They're building, aren't they? And if you check out the ladder and have a look at things, all of a sudden it's got a familiar look to it, this ladder. BDT just loitering around in 5th spot, but I think you guys will come along as well.
Yeah, let's hope. But, yeah, Lamurray have... they're going up. They're sitting in 3rd. Corunda's obviously clear in front on 16 points. Then Pinaroo on 10 and Lamurray on 8, as well as Peak, and then BDT and Murrayville. So, yeah, it still can move. There's still time for it to move. Let's hope it moves. But, yeah.
Well, of course, let's hope it moves. For my point of view, I don't want it to go anywhere. I'm happy as long as Peak play finals, I'm okay. But I'd like to see them hopefully sneak up the ladder a touch more as well. But look, 5 into 4 doesn't go.
No, it doesn't, does it?
Now, this week with Nicole doing, family things, shall we say, is there a team of the week to discuss?
There is a team of the week. She sent that through to me, so I'll run through that quickly. Goalies, Renee Rudiger from Corunda, Kirsty Huntsy from Murrayville, and Lara Moody from Pinaroo. In the midcourt, Kiara Pake from Corunda, Tash Benning, Pinaroo, and Abby Keogh from Pinaroo, as well as Amber Seckham from Lamurray. And the defence end was Emily Tonkin from Lamurray, Cassie Sparks from Lamurray, and Taylor Francis from BDT. And on the bench, Dallas Mary from BDT, Maddie Farley from Peak, and Frances Buchanan from Corunda.
All right, there you go. And, of course, I get to pick the coach each week, and any coach that beats my Peak girls gets the nod. So, Muriel, you're the coach of the week.
Yes, I'd second that.
All right. Well, we move to round 9 of matches this week, and we'll get your tips, Emily. We'll start with, Lamurray and BDT. Here's a rivalry that's built up over recent times, isn't it? You guys don't mind playing these guys from Lamurray?
Yeah, it's always a close game, and I reckon on Saturday it won't be any different. Lamurray are without Alana Bowley. She's just got a niggly little injury, but they've welcoming back Shauna Chaplin. If BDT were to make finals, they need to start this week by stringing a few games together. I think that Mel tells me that it's the second time for the season that we'll have a full side.
Right.
So let's hope that we can get a win on the board. I think it's going to be a really tight game. But, yeah, I don't know.
When these two sides are close to full strength, it traditionally is, and I have absolutely no idea who's going to win this game of netball. It is a lottery, I reckon, and I don't think it's going to be decided until about maybe a minute to go before the final whistle.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're right. I think you're spot on the money there.
Yep. Well, I'm hoping the next game is going to be similar, but hopefully Peak have got the majority of their girls back. But Pinaroo going quite well at the moment. You would think that they will start favourites at home.
Yeah, unfortunately I think that they still have all those girls out tomorrow. Tomorrow, and Pinaroo have a couple out. They are without Abby and Emma, but are welcoming Tilly Nichols from uni holidays. She's coming back. They've got a couple of young goalies who just started to gel and play really well with Sophie Sharrod and Lara Moody. They're looking really good. So, I'm tipping Pinaroo to have a strong win. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'll let you off the hook. Well, I think you're probably right too, to be honest. But our last game is at Murrayville, and it's top versus bottom, and we're going to get a fair indication of how strong the competition is here, because Murrayville are not the worst bottom side going around by any stretch. So,
no.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get blown out of the water, but Corunda will be too strong.
They will be, yep. Corunda are well oiled. I reckon if any team has a chance of beating them, they just have to stop their pace. Aaliyah Hyacinth, she'll match Kiara Pake's athleticism. Like they can run the centre together. Murrayville are without Kirsty Hyacinth, their coach, and Stacey Mooser-Bruin, which they're both big losses for the week. But Kirsty has told me that there is a ex-Murrayville player pulling the dress back on. So she didn't tell me who. I reckon I saw Lisa Crane with a dress on a few weeks ago. So maybe, I don't know, be coming back. Don't know who it is. But, yeah, Corunda will be way too strong, I think.
The mystery recruit. We'll look forward to seeing who that is. But it won't matter, I think. I think you're exactly right. Corunda, they haven't lost yet. Why would they start now?
Exactly.
All right, well, that's where we will leave it for today. So our tips this week, we're not sure in the first one, BDT Lamurray, and we've got Pinaroo over Peak and Corunda over Murrayville. And Emily, good luck for the weekend. I hope all goes well for your BDT crew, and look forward to catching up with you again soon here on the Flow Friday Night Sports Show.
Oh, thank you very much.